Now, Shane seems to be implying that them being down there is maybe a bad idea, which does feed into this pretty common thing within the context of Dead Space, where, like, um, basically the exact nature of the marker, its effect on people, and what it makes them do is super unclear. Like, you get people who are just like become religiously obsessed with the marker, obviously. People who get hit with that marker signal and they're just like, oh, they need bodies. We need to make bodies. Let's make bodies. Who's let the bodies hit the floor? Let the bodies hit the floor. And then you get the people who are like basically the marker makes a connection with and puts blueprints in their head to make more markers. And there seems to be a correlation between those people just based on like Isaac Clarke himself. There seems to be a correlation between those people and people who seem to be warned not to mess with the markers, which is a little like, okay. So the entire thing is that markers need to be created to send to channel the signal from the Brethren moons into everyone around to crush, kill, murder as many people as possible, to make as many corpses as possible, make a hive mind, strengthen the connection to, and then like all to come together as a hive mind, which then directs the necromorphs in a more organized fashion based on the signal from the Brethren moons to eventually make enough corpses that convergence happens. With convergence, of course, being the convergence of all of those corpses into a new Brethren moon. So you have to ask yourself, if that is the case, why is why are we getting these mixed messages? Right? So, like, Hennessy is being told by this hallucination of Shane not to mess with the black marker. Similarly, in Dead Space 1, Isaac Clarke is guided by his hallucination of Nicole to reunite the red marker with its base and seal the hive mind. So it's just like, what's going on here? Why is it like this? Why would the marker seemingly simultaneously send out a... Because it's established in Dead Space 2 that the signal that causes violent dementia in individuals, that causes them to kill everyone in sight in order to create more bodies that it can then turn into necromorphs, as well as the signal that connects with quote-unquote smart people, and thus imbues them with the knowledge of how to create more markers, is all carried on the same wave. Like, why would this signal also induce a desire in those quote-unquote smart people to avoid, stop, and like put an end to these machinations. Why does the red marker create a field of, appropriately referred to as, dead space around it that the necromorphs can't seemingly get close to? And that's why it needs to be reunited with the base, because that was what was keeping the hive mind sealed up inside Aegis 7. And personally, I think I've figured it out. The Brethren Moons are playing hard to get. They're just like, well, we can't just tell them we want them to bring about glorious convergence. We gotta make them want it. We gotta pretend, no, you gotta stop it. You gotta stop the markers from bringing about glorious convergence. Don't do that, no. It's not like I wanted you to bring about glorious convergence or anything, Baka. That's really like the best I can guess. Look, it's one of those things where it's just like the motivations and the methods of intellects vastly like larger and more complex than our own are entirely unknowable to us. They're eldritch horrors. We have no way of knowing why they do what they do. Only they know why they do what they do, and we can't really understand it. But at the same time, it feels like maybe they're playing a little hard to get. I really don't need the image of a hive mind and a Sailor Fuku blushing and saying Baka. No, you do need that. You do need that. We all need hive mind tan in our lives. Oh boy. If anything comes of this stream, it needs to be a shy, blushing necromorph hive mind trying to pretend like it wasn't looking at you from across the classroom. It's not like it likes you or anything. Oh God.